You're watching T2T Boxing in association with IFL TV and KO Clothing. I'm here joined by renowned Sydney trainer Tony Del Vecchio. Thanks for joining us, Tony.
Thanks.
A few of your boys in action on Saturday night at this huge Sydney card. How are you feeling ahead of, say, everyone's ready to go?
It's a massive card. I mean, Darragh's obviously fighting for the WBA Oceania. Roy Clancy's fighting for the IBO Oceania. So it's two pretty good titles that we're fighting for. And you know, I wouldn't say I'm nervous or fearful nervous. It's an excitement sort of nervousness, and it's the same throughout the camp. We're feeding off it. It's a buzz in the camp that's just really positive, and you know, done everything we need to do, and we're just going for it now. So see how it turns out on Saturday.
Excellent. And a lot of talk's been made of this card being one of the hardest to call, one of the closest matchups we've seen on either side of the card for a long time, particularly in Australia. How you prepare you guys going into a fight where they're not the clear favourite, and how does that differ to, say, previous fights when they're going in as the favourite?
Yeah, look, for me, no matter what type of fight it is, you know, favourite or not, we do everything. We cover all bases, we leave nothing unchecked, and make sure that the game plan's in place. At this stage, you know, we're 2 days out from the fight. The game plan's in, it's cemented. We all, the guys know what they need to do. You know, as I say, it is a close fight. Both of them, Paul and Hannah Mazari, have done a great job. And you know, it is hard to call. Even as a trainer, it's hard to call. I mean, I'd love to sit here and tell them we're going to knock them out first minute, first round. But I know both the boys are going to have to work towards it. But let me just say that, as I said, you know, we've left nothing unturned, nothing's unchecked. We know what we're going to do. Let's hope that they know what they want to do, but I think our plans are going to be better. That's the way we've got to look at it, and that's how we prepare for it.
Excellent. And so it's a massive card put on by Paul, the biggest one in at least a year in Sydney in terms of the matchups all the way through the card. With Lucas Browne winning the heavyweight world title of the weekend, has this week, the last couple of weeks, been a big turning point for Australian boxing?
I think there's a bit of a spotlight on Australian boxing at the moment, and it's, you know, like, we went over to Moscow with same position with Ben McCulloch fighting for the WBA world title. Unfortunately, we were unsuccessful. Now, having known and done that and experienced that, knowing what Lucas Browne has just done, I can tell you guys it is monumental. Lucas is a mate, a lovely kid, and I wish nothing but the best for him, his family, his team. Enjoy, indulge in what you've just done. But yeah, as far as Oz boxing is concerned, that's just brilliant. He's a WBA world champion. It's a respectable title at a respectable weight. And now we have these three, you know, knuckleheads on Saturday night, you know, in Paddy and Darragh and Garoyd, who each within their own right are classic fighters, brilliant fighters. And they're going to bring it, you know, they're going to bring something that we have not seen before. To have a 3-0 Irish, you know, we keep saying Irish, I mean, there was some of the residents here, but I mean, to say that we have the Irish win, it just brings that little bit of, I don't know,
bit of spice to proceedings.
Yeah, showmanship, if you like, you know, because it's just there's a bit of spite with the boys, you know. They keep going backwards and forwards, but the thing is boxing's going to win out of this, because it's going to be those three fights are going to be crackers. Yeah. Then not to mention you've got, you know, Jake Brubaker on one of those on one end, Ogilvy on the other end of that, Saunders, Balboa's also fighting. Now Hatham Lemieux, another kid coming through.
Very
technical. At the end of the day, you know, you look at those fights, I wouldn't watch any one of those fights. Any one of those fighters fight anybody else. We're never going to fight each other. So I guess, you know, you put 2 and 2 together, and we've got a really good card. And as I say, Paul and Hannah put it all on the line. Fair play to them. And it's going to be successful. I'll tell you what, we're going to do it again July 2nd. So, you know, we're loving it.
Excellent. And I know that your gym's only getting busier and busier. Are we going to see Australia's next world champion coming out of Bondi, Tony?
Look, you know, I'd have to say definitely if it's up to me. But look, you know, let me tell you where we're at the moment. TJ Doheny has just signed with the Dropkick Murders and Tom Browne. So it's a co-promotion with Guru Promotions. Now he's over in Boston as we speak, and you know, I fly out on Sunday morning to meet up with him. He's fighting Hernandez in what's P88 defence over in Boston on the St. Paddy's weekend show, and you know, it's one of 4 fights. I know Steve Allman's on, Spike's on, so it's a bloody good card for TJ. Now it's a 3-year deal, and already we're speaking with his management, Michael out tomorrow. We're putting it into place where he fights for the world title, maybe in 2 or 3 fights, and that, you know, could be Moser Flores or whatever. That is the plan. That's what we're looking for. Obviously, we need to work towards that, and you know, the more he gets over there, the more it's leading towards that way. He goes in at number 6 with the WBA. So yeah, are we going to see another world title from Australia? Definitely. Is it going to be for the Bondi boxing gym? I hope so. I think so.
Excellent. Well, look, we know you've got a busy couple of days ahead, so we let you get off. Thanks for your time, Tony, and we'll catch up on the weekend after a few wins on the card.